Hi everyone, I'm going to teach you how to make a circle with the unit circle that we're going to do. So the first thing that I did was I actually made a circle. It looks a little like not the best, but I did just find like a base and then I made a circle. Please do not draw this, actually find a circle because that's going to be really important that you have a true circle. Plates are good. If you don't have this and you have a printer, you can obviously print out the form I'm going to give you, but I actually think it's better to create this so you understand where the angles come from. Okay, so I'm going to cut mine out real quick. Okay, and it's going to be important that you kind of start filling stuff in as you go. You're going to have a lot of folds when you do this, and if you don't make this correctly, it can be really difficult. So I'm going to cut this out for you. This isn't my best cutting, but you know what? These little kid scissors, because that's what we got in my house. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is this is called fold one. And you're going to fold this in half, okay? And then in the instructions, you'll see like fold one and then fold two. This is fold two. You're going to fold it again in a quarter. So I folded it in half. I'm going to fold it in a quarter again. Okay. I'm going to open this up. And at this point, what I have is I've got two equal lines. Okay. We're going to call these like our X and Y axes, and we're going to draw them in. And on the far right-hand side, I'm going to put 0 degrees. And I'm going to keep putting 90, 180, sorry, I'm trying to do this backwards, 270, and then 360. In our unit circles, we are going to go in the counterclockwise. Math is always in the counterclockwise, and I wish I had a better answer as to why I don't at the top of my head right now. I know that there is a very good reason why, but I'm not remembering right now. So I'm actually going to go through, and I'm going to just use like a dark pen, and I'm going to cut it through. Okay. And at the end, we're going to do a lot of labeling here, but right now I just want to make sure I know where stuff is. I'm going to call that the X and Y too. And I'm just going to put a dot, and I'm going to put 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, and 270 degrees. And I will in later videos show you how to put in like your actual notes, your classwork. But it's just important when we have all these folds that we have everything on there correctly. Okay, so I'm going to then go back to fold two. Okay, so I'm going to fold it like this. I'm going to fold it again. And now I'm going to take it like this, and I'm going to fold it one more time. So what I've done is I've created quarters, and if I'm going from 0, it's like I'm cutting 0 to 90 degrees in half. So I'm creating 45-degree angles. And this is where I started to think it's really cool with what circles do for us. I just think that's really awesome. Okay, so I am going to draw in those lines. Okay, and I am just going to make sure. If you have a ruler, that's awesome, but a lot of us don't. I do, but I have no idea where it is. Okay, so I'm just going to label that up there. That's I know it's 45. I'm just going to put a dot there. I'm not going to put in any angles right now. I'm going to do that on my notes so that you actually understand where those came from. Okay, so awesome. I'm going to go back to position 2, which again is in half. Okay, so I'm not doing this. I'm just in that half. Let me show you again so it's clearer. And if you need me to walk you through this with a note when we do our meetings next week, I'd be more than willing to do that. So I'm cutting like this and going in half. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of put it in thirds. And so what I'm going to do is going to put this one in. And okay, pardon me, the last step is a little bit tricky. So you're going to have to fold it into thirds, okay? And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to create 3 equal pieces. And I'm so sorry, I'm just kind of looking at my instructions again, and I want to read it to you. Once you have the quarter of a circle, fold the quarter into thirds. This can be done by folding one piece inside the other until you have 3 equal pieces overlapping. Okay, so I have it like this, and I want 3 equal pieces overlapping. So it's almost like I'm kind of doing it like at this pointy part here. And it's not going to be perfect. That's not really what I'm looking for necessarily. So notice I did it right here. I don't know if you can see this here. It's kind of going in here like this, and that it's like at that point, and then I'm folding the other one on top of it. Okay, so I want you to see I'm taking it, I've got my quarter here, and it is like 3 equal pieces here, but I took this one and kind of folded it over. I'm going right at the point here, and then I'm folding the other one. So they're kind of like overlapping. It's not perfect, but it's as best we can do without having a protractor. I'm going to open that up. And now it shouldn't be equal necessarily, but it does look really great. I'm just going to draw my line in so you can see it. Right here and right here. See how I did that? And that's wonderful. Okay, I'm going to fill in and draw the rest of mine. And you'll kind of see like my finished product here, but that's how we fold these and how we make these. I'm just kind of putting in my other lines here. It's not the best. Okay, just because I've got all these nice folds here. So I want this and this and this, this, and this. Okay, so this is what I end up with, okay, which is pretty awesome, okay? Pardon me. So if you're struggling with this, you're welcome to just print it out, or I'll show you that, or draw this, or you can do it with me. I would love to make these with you. But this is how you do this, okay? And I will fill in everything in our notes, but at least you've got this kind of filled out with the angles, and I'll go over all that stuff in just a little bit. Thank you.